Hey everybody, I just kind of whipped up this puzzle course for fun for the holiday season, and I'm calling it Christmas Wrap, Xmas Wrap, but whatever. So we've got match the patterns. Pattern 1, we're going to be copying all these down and then shifting them over. I'll show you how to do all that to make this. After that, we're taking that pattern and making this pattern by inserting blank cells. Then we want to take these gold cells and insert them in all these empty cells. See, these are all unoccupied. So I can skip over like leapfrog, right? Okay, and this one, all we're doing is inserting blank cells, this time in between, to make it look like that. Very technical explanation, right? And this one, we're taking the blue cell and inserting it in all the blank, much like we did before in pattern 3. So here's the walkthrough. And you can download this for a limited time at my website for free. And here's how it goes. If I'm doing Control-Shift down, see, since this has a period in it, which is invisible because of formatting, and this has a period in it, but none of these have any contents. Look in the formula bar. You don't see any, right? So holding down Control and arrow will let you warp to the next cell that has something in it. Control and Shift, you highlight and warp. Technical terms, right? So if you do Control-Shift down, Control-D, and go over here, continue doing that, or you can actually leave your pinky on Control, right, and do it one at a time. Of course, you can do a whole bunch of them. Let me show you again, because that was kind of whack. All right, let me show you again. Control down, Control-Shift down, Control-Shift right arrow until we get over here. Now Control-D, everything gets copied down. So that's the first step. And it's noted here in my handy-dandy instructions. Next, we're going to match that pattern. So I want to highlight everything here. And actually, you don't have to. You can just put the cell nearby and do Control-G, Alt-S for special. See, special is underlined there. S is underlined. And K for blanks is underlined. So I hit K, hit Enter, and it highlighted all the blanks in between all the occupied cells. So Control minus sign gets me here. If I am just, you can see here, these were all the blank cells. I just eliminated them with Control minus sign, shifting them all to the left. And from here, as I see here, I have a green cell in the corner, so I'm going to do Control plus sign and then hit Enter to shift it to the left. Use my index finger to the down arrow and then do a 4, which repeats the last action, much like Control Y does, but of course a 4 is easier. So now I'm going to Control arrow over to the end, this final column here, Control spacebar, Control X to cut it, and I'm moving it, I'm warping back over here, Control spacebar to highlight the whole column, Control plus sign, and it looks like this. Close. It's still got these empty gaps. So I'm going to Control spacebar, hold down Shift, go over one, and then do my Control G to highlight all those gaps. And then I'm just going to Control minus sign, shift them left, and we've matched the drawing. Isn't that great? Now, how do we get this pattern? Basically, this is kind of hard because if you try to duplicate, like let's say I Control plus sign here, let's say I'm trying to put in a blank row, but it doesn't know that I want to enter a blank row. It just copies what's to the left. So I can copy a blank cell and then highlight the entire column and press Control plus sign. And let's say I go over here and do F4, does nothing. You actually have to copy all those blank cells to insert them over here. And there is a slight delay to that. So that's one way to do it. Another way is well, maybe I can just do these cells. That's a little faster. The problem is you have to remember to copy after you've pasted. Control C, like that. I think that I probably am better at doing it this way, or I'm just Control Shift down over and then Control X, and then hopping over one with the arrow key and then Control V. Like in that situation, that's so fun. for the final one, we just do that. Done. Now Control plus sign, we'll move it over to make it resemble the pattern. Do some F4s. And we've got that. Pattern 3, I'm already on the gold cell. Replace blank cells with the gold cell. So I want to copy the gold cell, move over here, and I want everything. So if I do Control A, look at that, does everything. So now I just want the blank cell. So Control G, Alt S, K, again, highlights all the blanks. And now, since I have this, you can see the little marquee around it, the gold, it's just a Control V. And we've done that one. Next, we're inserting more blank rows. So it's more of that nonsense I did before. But I might prefer just to try this again. It's just hard to remember to Control C. That might be fewer strokes to this. That's where you guys come in. Try it. See which one's faster for you. I just thought this resembled Christmas wrapping paper, so that's why I call it Christmas wrap. For those of you who like to hear the clicks, you will be enjoying this. Just make sure not to hit Control C. All right, and now we're going to do our shift over to make it resemble, same as before. Control plus sign, enter, and then F4 to repeat. And here we're filling in all the blanks with blue, so Control C, warp up here, Control A, Control G, Alt S, K, enter, and then Control V. I can't tell if they've pasted or not. Yeah, they have. So at that point, you can stop the timer. Now, hopefully, we're not waiting around for Excel to update, but that's just part of the game, I guess. So let's try it, time it, and see how fast I can do it. I don't know that I'm going to do 20 of these, but you get the picture. Download it for free, test it out, or just enjoy watching me do it. I do recommend for these that you don't have to Control Z your way out of all this. I just keep a copy saved, and I pull that up and close this out without saving changes. So that's how I do these kind of things. I don't like to Control Z for 5 years. All right, so let's run the timer, see what we get here. And I'm going to do one of these bad boys. Actually, let's start over. I'm going to start it over here. And I'm going to save it like that. And I'm going to save a copy like that because I'll show you what I'm going to do. All right, since I'm over here, this is just purely for visual, okay? Control Shift page up or page down as you highlight side to side a whole page. So instead of doing this, Control Shift arrow, holding it down, Shift Alt, page up. Look at that. Then it's Control Shift down, Control D. That's how I'm going to do my speed runs. Here we go. Boom. Right to that. There we go. I like it. I like it. I like it. I don't like that. No, I don't. Cool. All right, I'm going to try this. Copy. Do it again, man. Again, I'm not convinced that that's really faster or not. Okay, whatever. What am I doing that for? ranges selected or not. There we go. Get it. Come on, man. Need Century now. I beat it by 7 seconds. I still think I can do better. Let's do it again. Cool. For the uncool part of this nonsense. I already can't wait to see somebody else come up with a better idea than this. Doing this way. Gotta wait for it. Yes! 221. That's better. I'd like to break 2 minutes. We'll see if that happens. Okay, that's done. This nasty thing. Let's try this again. I think I like this better. See if it saves any time. Nope. Alright. I think I gotta wait for it to highlight first. Alright, over here, one of these. Okay, copy. Waiting for it, then paste. Still takes forever, and now I'm at 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Worse than my first run. I don't know if that slowed me down or not, that new technique. I might try it one more time. Yeah, pattern number 4 is by far the worst. I'll get it as clean as I can, and then I think I'm going to stop. All right, turn blue. And this will be it. This will be the final run. Yes. Clean, 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 clean. Done. There it is. Less than 2 minutes. Try it if you dare. This one's tricky. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year.